This tiny piece of gum almost destroyed a $5 billion subway. And the way it happened is insane. The culprit wasn't some huge disaster or a technical meltdown. Nope. It was just a sticky, cheap piece of gum. This is the story of how gum became so powerful, an entire country had to ban it, creating one of the most famous laws in the world. And trust me, the real reason why is crazier than you could ever imagine. So before the subways, Singapore already had a massive gum problem. In the 1980s, the city was fighting a losing battle with it. Gum was everywhere. Pressed into sidewalks, stuck under movie theater seats, people were even jamming it into mailbox keyholes. It was complete chaos. It wasn't just gross, it was costing them so much money. Get this, the Public Housing Authority was spending $150,000 every single year just to scrape gum off the ground. That's a crazy amount of money for something that costs almost nothing. The government tried to fight back, banning gum ads and stopping schools from selling it. But nothing worked. The real chaos was about to target the most expensive thing the country had ever built. In 1987, Singapore opened its brand new, $5 billion subway system, the MRT. This thing was their pride and joy, a symbol that they had made it. But then, vandals found the ultimate cheat code to shut the entire system down. A few years later, they started sticking used chewing gum right on the train door sensors. And this is where it gets crazy. If a sensor is blocked, the doors don't close. If the doors don't close, the train can't move. A single piece of gum could literally paralyze the entire system, stranding thousands of commuters and costing a fortune. This wasn't just litter anymore, this was sabotage. By 1992, after multiple train disruptions, the government had had enough. The new Prime Minister, Goh Chok Tong, made a decision that shocked the entire world. On January 3rd, he announced a total, nationwide ban on selling and importing chewing gum. The change was instant. Overnight, it was illegal to sell or bring gum into the country. If you got caught selling it, you'd be fined up to 2,000 Singapore dollars. But if you were caught importing it, the penalties were insane. For a first offense, you faced a fine of up to 10,000 Singapore dollars and even jail time. Do it again, and it could be a 20,000 Singapore dollar fine and 2 years in prison. People around the world thought this was the craziest overreaction ever. Was it really necessary to ban gum for an entire country? So, did this crazy plan actually work? Yes. The results were immediate and unbelievable. Before the ban, Singapore was dealing with 525 cases of gum litter every single day. Just 1 year later, that number dropped to 2. From 525 to 2. The streets were cleaner, and the train doors stopped getting jammed. And you'd think a giant black market for gum would pop up, right? Nope. It never really happened. Sure, some people might bring a pack back from another country for themselves, but there were no secret gum dealers on the streets. Chewing gum itself was never actually made illegal, but by cutting off 100% of the supply, the government had solved the entire problem. If you think this story is crazy, the next one we're breaking down is even bigger. So hit that subscribe button right now, because you are not going to want to miss it. In the end, this story is so much bigger than just gum. It's a perfect example of Singapore's no-nonsense approach to problems. When something threatened their public spaces and their multi-billion-dollar subways, perfect order over the freedom to chew a piece of gum. It's what helped give Singapore its reputation for being one of the cleanest and most orderly places on the planet. Today, the law has been relaxed a tiny bit. Since 2004, you can buy therapeutic gums, like nicotine gum, from a pharmacist as of a trade deal with the US. But for the most part, the ban is still in place. It's a sticky, controversial, but weirdly effective reminder of how far one country will go to keep things running perfectly.